Hi there. So a lot of you are working from home and you're going to be behind your desk a lot, or you already are behind your desk a lot because that's the way you work from day to day. So these are some exercises that you can use at your desk. Um, they'll involve your chair and maybe the floor behind you. You can be in your clothes, maybe shoes off, no fancy equipment except for one thing. I do recommend using a TRX if you have one. I keep mine always here in my office hanging. If you're open to getting one of those, don't worry, I don't make any money off of it or anything, but I highly recommend you get a TRX Go. This thing it goes with me everywhere. I love it on vacation, during work, whatever. I'll show you that later, but for now, just get up from your chair, pull your chair either out to the side or just scoot it back. And we'll start with some squats, and these are just basic squats, hands across the chest or behind your ears so you're up tall. And instead of rounding forward, just send your hips back, make connection with your chair, and then come right back up. And notice that my heels are down and my toes are soft, and you'll look just straight ahead. And you can add something to this, or as you start getting more flexible, you can even lower your chair or use something lower to go down to. For instance, I have this bench here, just bench that you might have an ottoman, and you can just go all the way down and all the way up. And see if you can get, say, 10 reps or 5. Work your way up from week to week. Try to get 10, 15, maybe 20 reps of those. Then we'll go into a lateral lunge. So we're gonna open up the hips a little bit. You've been sitting in this rounded position. We'll just take the hands either across the chest, or you can just reach down to the side, press your hips back, reach, and then maybe do a big stretch up in between. Just get some movement here, lateral lunge. And if you see me from the side, my hips are sliding back in space, my heel is down, and then I come right back up. So I'm getting that nice stretch on my opposite inner thigh. I'm opening through the hips and I'm firing up the glutes and the quads. Then I'm gonna have you do a good morning. And you can do these against a wall or just out in space here. Hands across the chest, or my preference is behind the ears. That way you can really open up through the front because you've been sitting for hours maybe, rounded here over your phone, over your computer, over your lunch. Everything you do is rounded. So I want you to open up, really open. Watch me from the side. I send my hips back in space and hopefully touching a wall, or give yourself some type of something to reach for. So maybe even a chair. And I'll just hinge back, find the chair, and then come right back up. Heels down. And sometimes I say it's like you're balancing a bowl of water on your back with no water splashing out. So watch how flat my back is. And I'm not cranking my neck looking forward because then I get that big dip. Come back up. This is really going to fire up the backside and open up the hamstrings, fire up the glutes, and strengthen your lower back, along with opening up through the chest. If you're the type that needs a little bit of more of a wake me up, something a little bit more of a heart pick me up, then maybe you'll add in some jumping jacks too. This is great doing any kind of hopping or jumping for your lymphatic system. Get everything moving again, get some blood circulating, especially if your office, either at home or at the office, keeps it very cold. Get that blood flowing again, or even just walk in place. Or if you have space, maybe you'll take opposite arm and opposite leg and just walk forward. Just get everything moving. Then, let's see what else I have. Push-ups. You can either use your chair or your desk or on the floor. I'll show you here on my chair. I'm taking my hands down out wide on the chair here, and I'll take my chest all the way down and all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. And from the side, you can see my back is not up here, my rear isn't in the ground, and it's not sagging either. So I'm not here, but I'm in one solid line, moving slowly, and the exhale brings you back up. If you prefer to go on the ground, we'll just drop the knees down, hands out wide. Try to take your nose to the ground, and then press it back up. And notice I'm not just dropping my hips first or my chest, but everything's going down in one solid movement at the same time. Then I'll have you flip over and we'll do some glute bridges to open up through the front and to fire up the back. So we'll come up and pause and then right back down. If you happen to have weights or anything like that, you can add to this, but this is just to get you moving on a hard office day, and then you'll rock on up. I'm going to show you other exercises too for if you want something a little bit more low intensity, and then also just something for mobility. So this will just be your kind of up-tempo, more high intensity blood flow workout.